Ken Trahan with Lenny Vangilder. It's our SportsNola.com weekend preview as we get ready for another busy sports weekend. It has been a busy sports day or two, unfortunately, where LSU fans are concerned and LSU football is concerned because the Honey Badger is no more at LSU. Tyrann Mathieu suspended indefinitely by the LSU football program. Not dismissed from the university, but it's expected that he will transfer as a result. For an undisclosed discretion, we think we know what it's all about. But the bottom line is, Lenny, that this is one of those circumstances where Les Miles has done the right thing. And as an individual, you cannot let your team down, and that's what happened.
Well, exactly. And, 4 years ago he had to deal with a similar situation with Ryan Perrilloux. It was different circumstances in all likelihood that provoked that to happen, but Perrilloux was his starting quarterback going into that 2008 season, and he really did not have much behind him. He basically had Jarrett Lee, Jordan Jefferson, not a lot else to go to, and it made it very challenging. But you can't put what's best for an individual ahead of what's best for the team. And what is best for the team is you make rules and you play by those rules. And if you don't play by those rules, then you suffer the consequences, and that's what we have here.
Yeah, I think it's the right move, and I think it speaks volumes about the integrity of the program. It's not about playing by different rules if you're a star player as compared to the scout team guy, and I think that speaks volumes. You mentioned Perrilloux, and certainly that hurt LSU on the field. This will hurt LSU on the field. Certainly will impact their status as the number one team in the country and maybe a favorite to win the SEC. But, again, it's the right thing to do. And really, anybody that wants to point a finger, it should be pointed at the young man.
Absolutely. I mean, there's no question. I don't think there's any, denying the situation. I don't think we're dealing with any kind of circumstantial evidence or anything like that, or else maybe you give the kid a little bit of the benefit of the doubt in the situation. I don't think that is the case at all.
And with losing two prominent cornerbacks from last year's team, basically you had Mathieu and Tharold Simon and some young guys at cornerback. This is going to hurt.
Well, you're going to have Simon and a bunch of young guys. Now, I've heard a lot of great things about some of the younger freshmen, some of the guys who haven't had a chance to play yet. They're going to get a baptism by fire. Thankfully for LSU, this is not the schedule that they had early last season. It's a little bit easier this year with 4 very winnable non-conference games at home. At Auburn, September 22nd is about the biggest challenge you're going to face in the month of September. So you've got a chance to get these guys quickly acclimated to life at LSU when it comes to playing on the field.
Saints played their second preseason game at New England. It was a yawner, and nobody got hurt, and some young players distinguished themselves. Akeem Hicks in particular did a nice job, and the wide receivers, Courtney Roby continues to show that he maybe has a spot on this team after all. We'll see. Andy Tanner making his case. And again, don't get too excited, but you have to like what you've seen of this defense.
Absolutely. The number one defense has come out the first series of each of the first 2 preseason games and forced a turnover, and that is encouraging because, let's face it, when it comes down to September 9th, you're going to see pretty much just the ones out there, and all of these other guys are basically auditioning for special team spots and fill-in roles and things like that. But what do you see when the number ones are out there? Well, not so much the offense last night, but another good performance by the defense, really, on both sides for New England and for New Orleans.
+3 turnover margin through 2 games preseason, but you have to like that trend. Arena Bowl 25 tonight, Philadelphia, Arizona, 9:30. New Orleans Arena should be a great game. Probably the 2 best teams in their respective conferences. Philadelphia has Joe Gooseby, of course, from Tulane, who's back home, so to speak, and Donovan Morgan from Sarah Reed High School. Again, this should be an excellent football game.
Yeah, the one thing that I see as maybe a difference in this game could be Philadelphia's running game. Teams don't run the ball very much in this league, if at all in some cases, but they've got an outstanding running game.
Yeah, Derek Ross has been a bull. He's tough to stop, and they utilize that unusually in arena football. And then finally, American Legion Baseball, both Otto Candies, a Huntsville-based team, and Jesuit-based Retief Oil, winning their opening games in the Mid-South Regional. Weather wreaking havoc where they play, whether it's Kirsch Rooney or John Ryan Stadium, we'll see due to the weather, but a good start for both local teams.
Absolutely. If they can both win today and make it 2-0, they'll match up in the driver's seat game on Saturday. So that would be huge. Maybe we have a local team once again in the American Legion World Series.
Wouldn't that be great? And we hope you have a great weekend. We thank First NBC Bank for their continuing support. First NBC Weekend Preview. Lenny, have a great weekend yourself.
Ken, we'll see you Monday.
All right. God bless you one and all. See you Monday.